assuming y'all was looking for love. But this Freak Nik documentary got the black community in the chokehold right now. Got our mamas and daddies, aunties, and uncles real scared. The folks in the church is scared. I wonder if we gonna see anybody we know, y'all. I wonder what they was doing. Sada.
Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freak Nik? Yes. 1994 Freak Nik. Yes. They are about to release a documentary. So, I'm just, now I've been to several Freak Niks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence. That's my prayer this Easter, this Good Friday. That's my prayer. So, I will say this though. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from the that situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully that worked to my benefit, but you never know. So the only thing I got is, if you see your girl in the documentary, hey man, at least I'm fully clothed. At least all my clothes is on. That's all I got. That's the best I got. But yeah, y'all, they about to put our business out in the street. Some of us might be on TV. So get your parental controls together. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
A chair is still a chair. Even if it's no one sitting there. I don't think they're going to play this on Kiddy Pink Radio. Send yours in. They'll probably play yours. It's your boy Big Rip, the thing, the Culture Professor. We in the streets, never industry. Kiddy Pink Radio.
You can't tell me you ain't got no vagina. The vagina is
Kiddy, you make it sound.
Don't interrupt me. Let me finish. The vagina is a muscle, and it's just like this. If I go in the gym and I work out for a number of months, this shit right here will be flaccid. The vagina is a muscle. Y'all need to start Kegel exercises. They got good
All your jobs ain't made the same. See, you make it sound like all y'all. That's what kills me.
What's up, y'all? It is Wednesday, noon o'clock. This nigga is very excited about this topic, obviously. Let's get some more heads in here. It ain't enough heads in here. If you're on the feed, please share. Sharing is caring.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand. That's why I'm not famous.
So it's been all over Facebook. It's been all over social media, period. They are doing a documentary on 1994 Freak Nik. How long was Freak Nik going on? This nigga here. How long was Freak Nik going on?
4 years.
4 years? Okay, and that dates to
94.
Just 94?
Because 95, I think it was 95 Freak Nik. I think it might have been 5 years. I don't know.
Okay.
I forget.
Well, it was supposed to basically be a party for the college kids. That's what it started out as. It was supposed to be a party for the college kids. I guess the ones that weren't able to go home during spring break or whatever, they had to stay there. It was just a gathering for them. And it ended up being a whole motherfucking vagina, penis, titties, ass type of situation. Well, what?
Unless you were able to experience it.
Unless you were able to experience it. Okay.
One is not able to speak on it. See, ladies and gentlemen.
Your connection is fucked up.
Oh, come on, man.
There you go. You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, well, again, unless one was able to experience it, one is not able to speak on it.
Well, the question that I
Because,
posed is, have you ever been to Freak Nik, and what was your experience like? Have you been to Freak Nik?
oh, yes, Lord.
What was your experience
Yeah,
like?
my experience was like none other. That's what my experience was. And I can't wait till they bring out the Kappa documentary, the Kappa Weekend documentary, because we gonna talk. I've been talking about these same women for the last 4 to 5 years, and all you women out there was up in my face. 4, 5, you wrong and you crazy. And I kept looking at y'all and I was trying to figure out which one of y'all, because some of y'all be in y'all's 30s looking like you're 40 and 50. And I couldn't figure it out. I'd be like, damn, wait. These ain't the ones that I can be talking to, but I didn't put all y'all in the same bunch for a reason because these women that was at the Freak Nick is y'all's mamas and grandmamas today. You know how I know? Yeah. See, this is why I get to talk about it. Because I experienced it and I was there with you. I watched you. I watched you. And just like that woman said, when the cameras came on, I didn't let them, a lot of y'all didn't let them record y'all when the cameras came on. But some of y'all did get recorded and you know it. And
Mm.
when they start showing some of the things that y'all allowed to happen out there in the
I was
street.
appalled. The video that I wanted, I couldn't get. I want. Can y'all see this? This shit right here was disgusting to me. I think it's the next. It's the next girl that's about to come up. The dudes had her up in the air. This, I was disgusted. Even with this. Uh,
Yeah. This
there's
is
one.
before.
Wait a minute. This girl, I was disgusted with her.
Yeah. Yeah. And y'all thinking that y'all came up with the twerk. Yeah, it was your
And that's
grandmama.
kind of what I wanted to talk about though, because y'all judge us so strongly, and
Oh
this is
no, no, no,
what
no.
the fuck y'all bitches was doing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is what I've been trying to tell you. This is what I've been talking about for years. And all y'all sat up here and said 4, 5 was crazy. I know this. I don't live in another dimension.
Shout
I
out to
was
the
there.
coastal team. They in the building.
And you know what? Let me explain something to you real quick. Wait, let me rewind. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sorry,
This is
y'all. 4-5
this.
been ready to do this show for about an hour, y'all. He been asking me what the countdown. He even had me doing a fucking countdown for him. He been ready for this. But no, but for real, go into detail. What was your experience like? You said you
Well,
went to a Freak Nik. What was your experience like?
beautiful.
Oh God. Give us
Be-
details.
because everything was free. Everything.
Everything like
Food. See, because what y'all have to realize is 045 was when I went, I was like 16.
you were 16. You wasn't even supposed to be
So
there.
let me explain something to you, baby. 4, 5, you can ask my brother. 045 been having this around his face since he was 13. Everybody thought I was older than what I was.
So were you partaking? Were you sliding bitches bikinis to the side and fingering them and
I was partaking of. I was partaking of. I would never, I'm not going to talk about, I partook in barbecue and stuff like that. But I was partaking of
what
on
you mean
several
by partaking
occasions.
of?
Because them same women that you see out there that you think is getting all mauled up by men, there was groups out there where you don't see where the women was mauling the men.
Hmm.
Yeah, especially the little skinny one. And I just so happen to be one of them. I know it. They know it. They know the truth. That's why I keep telling you all the time. See, I've been telling you for the last 4 to 5 years, Kitty. I don't know who you talking about in life, but now I get to talk to the grandmamas and mamas out there, and y'all know who y'all are. Any one of y'all that's above 39 years old. Yes, Lord. Yeah, I get to talk about you because I've been talking about you. And y'all is the same ones that taught these younger ones what they into today. And y'all don't want to admit it. Oh, but you want to go grab onto the Lord at the church
Did you
and
hear,
say,
old girl?
please
Jesus be a fence of protection. Well, at least I had
be a,
clothes on. Bitch, it don't matter if you got clothes on or clothes off if you sucking dick, honey.
the clothes on ones. Some of them was the worst one. I know it. I know it. Let me explain something to you. It's something to the world. Everybody, it's something to the world when you can roll your ass out to some place with some people and park a car and never have to pay for where you sleep, eat. You ain't worried about getting killed. The only thing that's happening is an overindulgence of pleasure. And they don't want to admit that they was giving out that pleasure. They don't want to admit it for free. See, because that's what it was. They don't want to admit that they was giving it for free.
Take it.
And listen to what I'm telling you. These is the same women that today be talking about value.
The exact same women. The exact same women that will sit up like oh holy roly over there. Jesus be a fence of protection. Now at least I had my clothes on, you guys.
The
Especially
same
bitches like
women,
her.
the same women that taught you your values today. And they can't deny it. You know how I know? Because I'm the younger part of that generation. See, because if I was 16 and like you said, them girls was in college, how would you think them girls were?
18,
Yes, Lord.
19.
And if they in they listen, if I'm in my 40s, that means they's in they what's 50s and 60s. Right or wrong?
You right. You understand.
Yeah. So who you think taught these younger ones to be the hookers and hoes and all that shit that Snoop Dogg was talking about and warning y'all about in the 90s? And y'all sat up there and y'all threw us under the bus. You have thrown us under the bus so much that today you swear that we don't want to have nothing to do with you. And 87% of the time, we are tying ourselves to y'all asses for life in your prison of the entangled web
Oh my god.
that you love to weave. Entangled. Remember, I said that because this episode ain't over yet.
The Rhyme Charcosta Radio, I guess that's real, or one of the admins. He said the world lives for pleasure in all forms. All women need a little freak Nik in their life. I don't want no prude ass, square ass woman. And you know what, Rip? That's not even what it is for me, or why we're having this discussion. It's more so we want to grab our pearls and shit after we done talk shit about the new generation and how fucked up they are. These little girls need to put on some clothes. These little girls out here doing this. These dudes doing this. And then all of a sudden, Netflix or is it Hulu? Hulu says, well, we got a little footage of y'all doing some shit too.
Sprinkling the shit in the
Sprinkle,
game.
sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Yeah. Let it keep going. Keep letting it roll. Please keep putting that up in front of there because I want to relive this. Yes, yes, I want to relive it. Show it.
This is
Show.
what y'all was doing.
That's back when those was thongs before they became G strings. Yes, Lord. Yeah,
G-string, thong,
yeah.
same
See,
discomfort.
your grandmamas introduced them type of draws to the world. Yes, Lord. yeah, they did. They did. And that was somebody's grandmama whose ass is out there.
This nigga said, "Is that Elder Sister Washington?"
Yes, Lord, it is. See? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She the same one who blessed you with the anointing oil over your head with one of them crosses. Cause ask a lot of them where they
She
went
the
on
one told
Sunday.
my cousin she couldn't sing in the choir no more because she had a teenage pregnancy.
That's exactly right.
She the one told me I couldn't do a solo because I live worldly.
That's right. That's right.
How? And my thing is bitch, I was the blueprint. When this shit was going on, 90 something, I was still in school. Y'all bitches was the
You
blueprint, but yet you
you
sit
wait one
there.
second. You wait one second. You was in elementary, girl. You don't get to talk about it.
Is that what it is?
I
I
told you.
can't say nothing. I have to. Okay.
You was in elementary. See, people like you and my little brother, y'all don't get to talk about it because y'all wasn't there. I get to talk about it because I saw it and I partake
You
in all of it.
still ain't telling us your experience though. Like for real, give us detail. Don't do that whole it was beautiful, it was free.
Hey, look,
No,
look.
give us details. What did you see when
See,
you
because see, here's the thing. This is what you need to understand. This, and I'm gonna get real with you on this shit. And this is what you need to understand. This is why that woman said, "Hey, when the cameras came out, you can't see me nowhere on all this shit." This is why, because we still have had some type of decency to ourselves. We were letting it go, but we still had some type of decency. Because it was a lot more than just some girl showing her
here's
ass.
your decency, ladies and gentlemen. Letting 5 or 6 niggas hold you the fuck up while one of them slides your thong to the side and puts it in, puts his finger in it. That's decency for your motherfucking ass. That's some
I
decency,
said,
boy.
didn't I
That's
just
some
say that some of
decency.
didn't I just say that some of it did get on camera and slide away? Now there was a lot more. There was a lot. Let me explain something to you.
Explain.
I was in areas. If you really want me to get real with you, I was in
I
areas that
do.
we could have shot. We could have made the most money in the porno industry.
So,
We could have
like,
made
not
17.
only,
Listen
okay,
to me.
stop right there.
Listen to
Stop right
me.
there, though. Not only was niggas fingering bitches, but I was out there fucking.
What you think Freak Nik was?
So, y'all just
See,
was outside fucking.
this is the reason why I be trying to figure out what type of women we be talking to on these things today. And if you was raised by one of them women or men out there, you can't tell me too much of shit, baby.
My demographic as far as females goes anywhere from like 20, I want to say 27 to 48.
Oh,
That's what my
the
statistics say.
oh the children and grandchildren and some of them that did a yeah, exactly what I've been saying.
And I get
Exactly what I've
that
been
you
saying.
go too wild out, but me personally, if I feel I'm not finna no, and y'all know I'm sexually liberated, but it disgusted me seeing this, and she literally was why niggas is that shit just that some of this shit made me cringe, y'all. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Made me cringe. I get it, Freak Nik. Let's go wild out, but you can't
You,
wild out at a hotel room. You
you
gotta
know
do it
who
out there in the streets of
you
Atlanta.
know you know whose grandma you know whose grandmama that is?
Who?
Cardi B
Boy, shut the fuck up.
or Megan the Stallion.
No, no, no,
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah,
no.
it is. Yes, it is.
All
That's
I'm
all.
saying is like
She
I get it.
listen. She listened to me. She was for the streets. Therefore, she all y'all grandmama.
No, she's not my
She part of
grandma.
that generation. Get your mind right.
No, no,
Get your mind right.
don't disrespect my motherfucking grandma. My grandma worked hard all her life.
See
She
how
ain't
you
never been
do.
to a freak or a motherfucking
See
Nik.
how you. See how you do?
Anybody that knows my grandma personally, let this nigga know we not talking about my granny at all. My
I
granny
said
was a
she was for the.
honorable woman.
I said she was for the streets, and she's all y'all's grandmama.
No.
She's part of that generation. You can say no all you want to, but she's part of that generation, baby, and you gonna have to deal with it.
With no
See, and
camera
that's what.
phones. No, my grandma wasn't part of that generation. The camera phones were not, but obviously VHS video cameras were.
Yes, it was. VHS was out there. We was yes, filming like this with on the shoulder. It was on the shoulder. This is how we would film. And y'all know it. And some of us had these new ones that you could hold like this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes,
That shit
yes,
is crazy.
yes. They was getting recorded on VHS, and thank the great spirit up high that it is now being able to be seen. Because I need everybody to understand these is your grandmamas and grandpappies.
But back to the subject at hand, though. We really want to talk about, like, do y'all think about some of, and when I say y'all, I say that very lightly. We're talking about this documentary and everything. Like, do y'all feel like you that's expunged from your record, so you can sit up and judge another young lady or tell her that she don't need to be doing that, or
No.
do you, like, where does that attitude come from to feel like
What
you can look down on the younger generation and y'all was doing shit like this?
what it is it's called experience, Kitty. Because this is the same thing I was talking about earlier. It's called experience. And when you realize maybe the shit you did wasn't right, you try to steer your offspring from the shit you didn't do right.
I feel you, but at the
Okay.
same time, don't sit up and act like you that's the thing. Explain to me why. And I've always been this type of child. My daddy used to call me questions. I want to know why. You can't just tell me the sky's blue. Explain to me, why is it blue?
Well, then that means that mama should have told you the truth. Well, listen, baby, in 95, 93 to 95, I was out there shaking my ass in the streets in Freak Nik. And you would have said, well, what is Freak Nik? And she would have told you it was a glorious time of which girls of all shapes and sizes, it didn't matter what you was. You could be out there and you could be free and you could feel like a woman.
I deny. Don't put that on our girls. I don't see no big girls out there embarrassing themselves like this.
Don't you let me explain something to you. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this to you again. There's plenty of them girls when they saw cameras on, they left. See, that's the difference between y'all and them, and that's what they telling you on some of that shit too. They wasn't looking for the camera to be on them. They was trying to get out from in front of the camera because they knew what the camera would do. See, to get your mind right.
They're judging what person has been exposed and been known to portray a nun-like life. A lot of these bitches, a lot of these females, and I mean, shit. Did you not hear what this woman? This bitch is nervous. This bitch said Jesus be a protective fence.
Yeah, because
Lord Jesus.
Because who do you think all the churches is held up by today?
Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freak Nik? Yes. 1994 Freak Nik. Yes. They are about to release a documentary. Yeah. So, I'm just, now I've been to several Freak Niks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence. That's my prayer. This Easter, this Good Friday. That's my prayer. So, I will say this though. Like when they would bring out those video cameras and start recording, I immediately removed myself from the that situation. I never ever was okay with being recorded out there. So hopefully that worked to my benefit, but you never know. So the only thing I got is, if you see your girl in the documentary, hey man, at least I'm fully clothed. At least all my clothes is on.
So
That's all I
what,
got.
girl? You can still
That's
suck a
the
big
best I
fat
Cut it
got.
off.
dick.
But
Cut it
You can
off.
you can suck a big fat dangling with your clothes on,
Hey, check this
sis.
out, Kitty. Check this out, Kitty. Check this out. Did you know that some of y'all today are products of this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
definitely.
And did you also know that abortion clinics made like $1 billion in 4 years?
Oh
So
wow.
anyway, all I'm gonna tell you is this: y'all can't run from your filth, baby. You can't run from it no more. And I can't wait till they drop this because I've been telling
When
y'all
do it?
for
I
the
think they
last
got ready to
four
put
to
it
five
out. Or
years.
have they?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I don't care. I ain't seen it. You know why I don't have to see it? Because my brain had recorded every inch of every step that I took out there. And they ain't even got, again, they ain't even got the Kappa weekend yet, baby. They ain't even got the Kappa weekend.
My thing is like how can like you said, like we said in the caption, like how is it that we have this behavior on camera, but yet we feel like we're better than the younger generation? Like,
No,
I can't believe they're
no,
doing that. Or
no. Again, you can't say we. You better stop it.
I'm not saying, I'm saying we and a theology. What
Okay.
I can't even say the
But what
fucking word.
again, what I've been saying is that this whole time, this is what I've been saying. Cause see, at this point, we got to stop making excuses for the ignorant. At some point, you have to stop making excuses for the ignorance. And so when and there is such to this, I've said it before, when you know better,
You do
you
better,
do
most
better.
definitely.
So if they realized this is what the younger generation, to step right up under that generation, like you and younger, who are products of this, need to understand. Your grandmamas and your granddaddies is telling you to stay out front of them cameras and stay out from doing all this kind of crazy shit because they know what happened from that. They know what type of stigma they put on our people from that. Okay? So when you are asking, why is somebody acting holier than thou today? They're really not. They're telling you, hey, we know in which this road is going to lead. You don't want to go down that road because it sets us all back too far.
Then
This is
say
all
that.
that's,
Then
huh?
say that. I've been in a lot
Well,
of
I'm
rooms.
saying it now.
No, what I'm saying is I've been in a lot of rooms where women and I'm coming from it from a female angle, because I've sat in beauty shops. I've been, in boutiques and in places where there's been gossip of the young lady that just got pregnant. She's only 13. Oh my goodness. Or the girl who basically got exposed because she was sending naked photos to an older man. Or, I've been in those closed spaces where those women are so fucking judgmental and they really look down their noses at those young ladies. And to see this, let me go. Let me scroll. To see this, scroll down my timeline. Like, I get it. We all be young and dumb and we do crazy shit. But these motherfuckers were like low key doing some porno.
Yes,
This motherfucker smiling. Y'all.
yes. This is exactly what it was, Kitty. And do you know what it ended up being? The governor of Atlanta, the whole state of Atlanta, just like they did in Texas, rained down on that shit. And they put regulations into that shit to where all the folks ended up stopping doing it. And that's what happened. And it set us back. Because look at the girls. That's somebody's grandmama.
That's Trina, the baddest bitch.
Yeah, she was out there.
That was Trina at the end of that video. The baddest bitch was out there.
Right. I seen her out there personally. It was a lot of entertainers out there. Okay?
It's the
There's a-
footage for me. It's the footage for me.
Well, what I just hope that when they show the cars rolling down the street, y'all don't see everything. Cause there was a lot of everything going on, man.
I want to see everything.
No, you
I want
shouldn't.
to see it all.
Why? So y'all can figure out how to do a Freak Nik out in Arizona somewhere?
I live in Arkansas, motherfucker, and no. Actually,
I said
they've had a Freak Nik.
I said they're gonna do it out there in Arizona somewhere.
Oh, I don't know about Arizona. I live in Arkansas.
Well, people lived in Atlanta, and people would travel for miles for this. They travel for miles. I met people from somewhat everywhere.
Going yourself and knowing what you knowing, would you be okay with your children going? With your girls?
This is why today
No, answer my question.
I'm answering your question, and you're
No,
gonna have
it's
to
a simple
accept it.
yes or no. No, you going out, you going down that rabbit hole like you Alice in Wonderland type shit.
This is why today, Kitty, so many of the churches is filled with women who went to these things saying, "Please, Lord, don't let my child do what I did." And they know that their child is out there doing some of the most wildest, squirreliest, freaky shit ever. Because that's the way they.
God. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know if it's been put out yet or what's going on. I think it's just the commercials and shit, because I'm always late on shit for some odd reason. But I definitely want to take a look. Hell, we need to get us a Discord so we can start doing watch parties and shit with our supporters and stuff. I think it would be dope if we had like a watch party and we all watch that shit together.
Okay, well, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely join in. But I'm gonna tell you this, Kitty. Listen now.
What? I'm listening.
You can't be mad at the elderly women
I'm
of
not
today.
mad. It's just the fact that there is so much judgment with Lord, these children ain't no hope for this new generation. Ain't oh my God, these people are fucked up and da 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 da. These kids, boy, like these are the women, these same women that speaking like this. We already seen.
Yes.
Bitch, you need to be praying that Lord be a fence and you ain't get caught on camera.
No, they can't. Because they've already allowed the Jezebel spirit to be filled in their veins. And they pass it on to their offspring.
Man.
And this is why today Freak Nik turned into the Alphabet Cruise parade.
Oh God. Shit. Think about it though, Freak Nik. I'm
Alphabet
sure
Cruise parade.
I even see I seen some videos where niggas was taping women kissing and shit. So of course, what else did you what else would you expect?
See, again,
The homosexual spirit, whether it be in men or women, it's the same fucking spirit.
again, when you know better, you do better.
What is better though? What is better?
Oh, see, here we go with this shit.
No, nigga, I be wanting you to expound on shit. Expound.
Because if you know that type of behavior brings upon more ill shit, you probably and knowing that it's gonna bring about some shit that's gonna fucking destroy shit further on down the line, because you're not gonna want to take responsibility for the shit that you did.
Mm.
See, this is
That
where
said, what about
see free.
lifestyle
Hold
parties?
on,
Been to a couple, enjoyed them, loved them, but it
hold,
was
hold on,
inside.
hold on, hold
It
on.
wasn't on the streets of Atlanta. Come,
Yeah, it wasn't on the streets of Atlanta. See. So there's a. God damn it! You made me. This first time ever,
I'm
but
sorry. But I had to put that
okay.
out there because I have partaken. I don't fuck with lifestyle no more. And one day we'll probably do a show and I'll explain why I don't fuck with lifestyle no more. I used to be in the club. I used to partake in the parties and stuff like that. But I don't too much participate in it no more because it's not. We had rules in the
See,
beginning.
Freak Nick was the ending of accountability for women. Huh?
Explain.
Explain.
Yeah.
Just like this woman here is trying to tell you. Oh, when the cameras came on, I tried to get out. I tried to get out in front of the cameras when the cameras came on. All that behavior stopped from me. But listen though, did you participate in the behavior to begin with? See, this is what we need
Mm-hmm.
to focus on. So if we're going to focus on the behavior to begin with, you don't get to exclude yourself from the behavior when you choose to. You
Just
understand what I'm
because you
saying?
done gave your life to Jesus Christ.
So when I say to you that Freaknik was the ending of especially well, there's only one type of woman that you see out there doing that type shit so far, especially that they gonna be able to show on that documentary. I guarantee you that they's not gonna show you them other ones that was out there. And believe me, they all were out there.
We did. These are just the people that got caught on camera. But and then even with that
No, no,
though,
no, 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 ma'am. These are gonna be the people that they allow you to see on camera.
well,
You
with
don't see.
that being said, I'm just saying like they still did it.
Right, you're right.
They
And what I'm
still did it,
You're right.
knowing that there's a camera right there. Even
And what I'm telling you is, at that point, that is the ending of accountability for Black women.
I
You
hear you.
can see it right now on several of them, but those clips before the one that you just now showed. One of the girls just now jumped out there. She just pointed it out. She said somebody's grandmama and mama is finna be like, "Oh, girl, don't you can't watch this. You can't do this." Ooh, ah, bah, 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 bah. Why are they going to be doing that?
You
Because
know
they
what?
don't.
If it was me, I would just be like, listen, Mama had a life too. Y'all gonna watch it. I
But
wouldn't even be embarrassed, honestly.
a lot of the hey, but a lot of women are going to be embarrassed because it's going to validate a lot of the shit the men been saying today. And it's also going to be a whole non-accountability fest. Oh, this was because of this, or this was because of that, or I didn't really do that. That's really not me. And except for what you saying that
Right,
you would do individually, Kitty. We're not talking about Kitty individually. I
right,
told
right.
you.
Most
I
definitely.
told you from the jump, you can't take no responsibility for this whatsoever. Miss, I was in elementary when this was going on. You have no idea. So
But
you can't.
I ain't gonna even front. I wanted to go. I didn't know that it was like what I'm seeing on these videos. I thought it was just this big ass party. And you know, the Freak Nik part was meeting a random nigga, and maybe having you a one night stand or some shit. I didn't
And
know
believe,
that what was going on was what was going on, what we're seeing right now today.
And bringing home babies. Right. So, again, Freak Nik is the beginning of non accountability for black women. Because, and also,
I see
if
where
I'm
you're
wrong,
going with that. Don't I'm not
and, and,
disagreeing with you.
and also, if I'm wrong in saying that, see, because if you can freely throw out your ass like that, now you don't have to take, if any one of them dudes that was out there got her pregnant. You see what I'm saying? She gets to say, "Well, all these dudes was around me, and this, that, or the other." See, that's when you don't have to take accountability for your fucking
I
actions.
feel you.
Freak Nick again, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Somebody, one of these other podcasts, or some old squirrely ass motherfucker that y'all know out there is gonna fucking repeat this. But remember what I said. Freak Nick is the beginning of unaccountability for black women. I don't have to take accountability for my behavior.
I got
And
you.
they bled that into your children, who are now your grandchildren, who will have the rest of your offspring. And so saith the Lord. Jesus be the
Jesus be a
fence.
fence. You my brother for real. Well, I don't think we can say too much else about this particular topic. Y'all real quiet out there today. Normally everybody be in the comments and shit, but everybody quiet. Shout out to Twitter, Twitch,
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook,
I,
Instagram. Shout out
I
all of
told I told you. I told you.
It's quiet than a motherfucker today.
I
But
told you.
I don't know.
And you know why? Everybody's quiet because everybody's having to sit back and they can't, there's no, hey, well, this, that, or the other. You have to think about this shit now. You have to sit there and think about it. You have to sit there and say, what did this do to us? Every action has a reaction. What did this do to us as a people? How did the rest of the world view us? Is there a reason why today most of these motherfuckers don't take us serious when we talking?
Cause and not just that, like let's think about it. Why the fuck will out of all the fucking TV apps, why in the fuck would Hulu? Hulu. I'd expect this from Prime TV, Prime Video, hell, even Netflix, but Hulu. That's something to think about. Anyway.
Because after all these years of all this footage that they have, are you going to try to tell me that they wouldn't have had a documentary or something on this by now? Believe me when I tell you, Kiddy,
And
Freaknik
why is it
made
just 1994?
national news.
Really?
Huh?
I said, really?
Freaknik made national news. Yeah, yeah,
Why was it just
absolutely.
1994 that they're doing the documentary on though?
Because that's when shit came to an end.
I thought you said 97. There was a
Mm-mm.
97 Freak Nik, wasn't there?
If
Hey
it was,
Siri,
it wasn't. If it was, it wasn't.
how
It
many Freak
wasn't what we had in the early '90s.
Okay.
If it was not what we had in the early '90s for sure.
Actually,
Um,
Freak Nik was conceived in March 1982.
yeah, but it wasn't what it became in the '90s. The
Most definitely.
'90s. I'm talking about.
In 1982, it was what I was saying at the beginning of the show. It was just for college students to hang out. It was their spring break and stuff like that. And ended up being a whole coochie over here, titty over there type of situation.
Well, Kiddy, listen, if there was a freshman in 1982 in college, in 1986 he got out. Freak Nik had to evolve. In
Okay.
86, listen, in 86 there's a freshman in college, by 90 he's getting out. For about 4 years later, right? That
Mm-hmm.
means Freak Nik had evolved. So if somebody came in the 90s, going to 94, and we're on the third level of evolvement, it's evolved to this point, and you know us. That's what
Okay,
I'm trying to tell you.
the Freak Nik went on all the way up till June 22nd, 2009.
It wasn't like it was in the 90s. That's okay. If it did, I guarantee you this. That's when they started blocking shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I stopped going. Just like I stopped going to Kappa, like, what, 96, 97?
It was basically, in correction, y'all, it was 1983. It started as a small picnic in a public park near the Atlantic University Center, mostly uh mostly black, historically black colleges and universities. And then it
It
was most
became,
pretty much what I was saying earlier. It was for the students who couldn't afford to return home for spring break. And it continued
hmm
event held during the third weekend in April. The event increased in size and in popularity in the 1990s, which you've already said. Um, Atlanta's most
and
infamous
they
street party in 1999, actions by the police and elected officials called the celebration to cease.
see. I knew it was somewhere later on, but I had stopped going.
They tried to revamp it later, but it had lost all its jazz.
Yeah, yeah, it's never gonna be what it was. But I'm telling you for sure. At least from the years that I know I went, it would never be the same after '94.
I would, and obviously 94 was a good year because that's all everybody talk about, and that's all that they are trying to bring
And
to the
and
forefront.
let me ask you this question, Kiddy.
What?
What year was you born?
1984.
Oh, is that after the first Freak Nick or before?
Mm, they saying it started in 1982. 83, 83, 83.
Okay, so you was born after they started it.
A year later.
Right. So that means somebody's mama is part of the generation.
Hey, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? I'm not saying no, nigga. Shit. Why you want to make my mama and grandma hoes? Like,
I'm not trying to make them hoes. I never said nothing about not them one of these women being hoes. You have not heard me say any not damn one of these women was hoes. They may
well,
have participated in, like Ludacris says, they may have participated in hoish activities.
most definitely.
That
Most definitely.
doesn't necessarily make you a whore. But
Well,
if you participate in whorish activities and it offends you when someone speaks about whores, then you may be part of the culture.
so,
I love it, baby. I
well,
told you. I told you. I've been
it
telling
is
y'all for
what it is.
years. I've been telling y'all for years. Years now. If all this shit ain't what it ain't what they say it is, I don't want to hear none of that shit. And notice this. Wasn't no woman looking for no high value man out there.
This nigga. This nigga. Anyway, y'all, we want to thank everybody that joined the situation. What you call him? Snoop Dogg hosted Freak Nicks. He got DVDs out in the 90s. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, didn't you hear me say that all types of entertainers was out there? They was out there to make money. They was out there to participate in the activities.
Mm.
A lot of them
But
just
I mean,
came
that's
to
even a
participate.
video. Like, and then that's another thing. Like Kanye West was out there. Kanye West
Yeah,
was in one of the videos. So like, and we can sit here and talk and go back and forth about it all day. But my stomach is grumbling, and I just feel
me
like
too.
we ain't getting a whole bunch of interaction about this particular topic. No way.
Well,
It's real quiet today. But
yeah, because they it's a lot of people quiet because they know they was out there doing some freaky things,
Jesus be
and they scared that somebody like me was out there watching. Cause I
mm,
was, I did
well,
see a lot. I
I
used
don't.
to sneak. I used to sneak away from Texas. I used to go and just or go super down South Texas whenever I
Mm,
wanted to. I was driving that man. I've been driving since I was 11, 12.
mm,
So,
mm.
by 16, I was traveling the country.
Oh
Where is
well,
it? Where is this
ladies,
big party at?
I pray for all y'all that was there and don't know whether or not you were
And
recorded. All I'm gonna
Kiddy,
say is be honest with your children. Don't be ashamed of it. It's a part of you. And at the end of the day, don't take it as, oh my God, I fucked up, or nothing. Take it as like this should be a lesson to serve to my girls, especially if you have girls. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Fuck the men, ladies. It made y'all look bad. I like I said, I cringed watching the videos and the footage. And I know I done some wild shit in my youth, but never, I don't think anything, what I'm saying, I've done can compare to some of the shit that I seen in those videos. And that's part of the reason why I even wanted to bring it to the forefront today. Um, we have come to the end of the show. Shout out to everybody out there that like I said tuned in. Shout out to those of you who will watch this or listen to it later. Big love to Spotify, Anchor.fm. Your girl is on Amazon Music now, so if y'all listen to Amazon Music, y'all can hear us over there as well. Wherever you hear your local podcast stations or whatever, just type in Kiddy Pink Radio, and there we are. You can go and get shows from later, last week before last, hell, even last year. That's all. That's it. We love you. We want you to love your motherfucking self. Okay.
oh, well, that's her talking. I ain't done yet. We
Well,
still got
I'm
6 minutes. We
hungry.
still got 6 minutes. Listen here.
Talk about pussy, nigga.
Shout out to the Blackbirds. Shout out to Tricoastal Radio. Shout out to Corner Boy Radio, Fusion World Radio. You know what I'm saying? Spaceship and Lady J Rock. Shout out to XO and Nine and you know what I'm saying, J Rock Obama and you know what I'm saying, Twice and all my people. Uh and Kiddy. There ain't no amount of praying that's gonna save not now one of them from this tidal wave that's coming. Not damn one of them. Yes. Yes, she was there. But there were some other girls there too that put Trina to shame. And they know it. They was out there competing with Trina. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all think y'all started twerking.
I
Look
don't
at
think
that.
we started twerking. We know where
Yeah,
twerking came.
yeah, you did.
Actually,
Yeah, you did.
twerking was the P-pop. It basically is just switched names. It was P-pop popping that pussy before it was twerking. So, like, no, I don't think we've
Where do
ever
you think they got that
credit.
from?
I don't think we've
Where do
ever
you think the
taken credit.
song
Would you please listen? I don't think we've ever taken credit for twerking. We know that it's
where
basically generation to generation traditional shit.
where do you think the song Pop that pussy,
Hey, pop
pop
that
that
pussy.
pussy, baby.
That's
Where
where
do
the
you think they?
name came from. Yo,
Where do you think?
I don't like.
Kiddy.
That's why I want to have this show, because everything that we're doing now, y'all act like y'all didn't hand that shit down to us.
Yeah, that's true.
We just woke up one day and decided, you know what, I want to go outside naked and twerk. Like, no, y'all handed this shit down to us. And like, you know, I agree with you to some degree. Yeah, bitch, y'all need to hold that. Y'all need to hold that big L. Y'all taught your baby girls how to do that shit.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa,
That's what
whoa,
it is.
whoa, whoa! Wait 1 second. Wait 1 goddamn second.
I'm hungry.
I know you hungry, and we're about to get off.
No,
Okay,
we fit
but
to.
you wait 1 goddamn second. Now, first and foremost, Pop That Pussy was getting played out there at Freak Nik. Okay, and number 2, ain't nobody mad at what them women did out there.
No, I'm not saying
Ain't
I'm
nobody
mad,
upset.
but what I'm saying, I'm
Okay,
not
so
talking
therefore,
about.
hold on 1 moment, Kitty. So if nobody's mad and nobody's upset, there ain't no L that you have to hold. You just got to hold the truth, baby.
Well,
That you was
okay,
out there shaking that ass.
let's hold the truth then. When I say L, I say that in reference to a lot of females, a lot of older women feel like it's a L for this new generation. It's a loss. But when I said the L, I'm saying, bitch, y'all passed this shit down to us. We didn't just wake up one day.
Bled down into the DNA.
That part. We didn't just wake up one day and decide, you know what, I'm gonna get in front of that camera and pop my ass. No, that's not what happened. This shit been going on. And if you want to, and my
Grandma.
granny always said, to kill a snake, bitch, you got to cut off the head. You don't start with the body. You don't start with the tail. So it is what it is. We're not gonna get too much rah-rah. I'm quite sure y'all bitches, y'all gonna come in my inbox, want to talk and comment later. But nah, we done gave you the opportunity. I'm through with this show as of today. If you want to talk about it, then goddamn it, get off in the comments. Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm hungry. 4-5, tell them bye.
Adios.
We'll see y'all next Wednesday, same time, same place. We out.
Oh yeah, 1997. Once again, it's on. Ken Sue, Hot Rod in the house, and we gonna do this thing right for the 9-7, and it goes a little something like this. Sing it, baby.
It's a college reunion. Everyone excited, yeah, we're having a party, and you're all invited, so let's get together. We got it going on. It's a freak Nik season, so get your freak on. It's a college reunion. Everyone excited, yeah, we're having a party, and you're all invited, so let's get together. We got it going on. It's the freak Nik season, so get your freak on.
I'm gonna tell what you wanna do, you wanna dance. The Freak Nik, baby.